Hello, my name is Jason JROCK Houston. Today we're speaking with lead singer and bass player Greg Summer from the Police tribute band 1,000 Rainy Days. You're listening to an interview being done for Under Influence. How are you doing today, Greg?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, okay. Now, when we were getting ready and preparing and setting up the interview a couple days ago, you were telling me that there are a lot of other Police tribute bands in the area where you guys are from, which is Virginia, but you're saying we don't really dress up, like we just kind of play the tune. So I was kind of curious, first of all, how did you get into the music of the Police? Can you share that with us?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I've been a fan of the Police since I was, even a preteen. And really, the love of Police music and sing music for that same reason is an acquired taste. And not a lot of people nowadays kind of like get into that kind of music. A little eclectic.
Yeah.
Sometimes poppy, but I wanted to bring back the nostalgia of Police. So a couple of guys and myself, of course, common interests. First of all, you gotta love the Police, and then have the love of playing it too. So we all got together and decided, hey, let's do something like this around here. So, and that's where it all started.
And so, how long have you guys been together as a band? I mean, doing 1,000 Rainy Days. You've been doing it for a couple of years now?
Yeah, we've been together for this iteration, because the band itself has been together since 2013, so not that long. But I've had this project in mind, years and years ago. It's just so hard to get the right members, the right, people with the right attitudes, the right talent together. So finally got a couple guys together in late 2013. So we started this project as a three-piece, and then as we headed out and started gigging. The first two guys that I had, Mike and Dan, so the guitarist and the drummer, had some schedule conflicts, so we had to hibernate for a little bit, and then I found these other two guys, Andrea, who's actually Italian, and Marvin, who's a great synth player. So I found that these other two guys, great talent that I can use, not only for the Police era music, but also for the singing solo music as well. So it kind of worked out. So this last iteration has been together, I'd say less than a year, and we have since picked up Doug, our sax player.
Oh, okay.
So he kind of like adds a little dimension to the Police project here.
Great. Now let me ask you, when you first got the idea to put this project together, did you have any reservations about being involved with a tribute band or anything like that, or you'd seen other tribute bands before?
Yes, I've seen a gazillion tribute bands. Now, first, I did my research, right? So there are, as I mentioned to you earlier, there's really a lot, not just a handful of Police tribute bands out there, especially in the West Coast. There's probably up and down the coast at least 5. And then there's a couple here in Midwest, and then here in the East Coast there's several as well. The nearest one probably here in the Philly and Baltimore area. And of course New York probably has their share of tribute acts, and of course Europe has a slew of them, and they even have like a female Police tribute band version out there. So that's kind of weird. That covers the high pitched voices, so they got it going on. But here in the DC area, so there's a younger and younger working class crowd out here that appreciates something eclectic like this, kind of like goes with the way of life down here. So I'm like, why don't we have something like this down here? So that's how it kind of like came about putting together the project for specifically the Washington DC area. So it works out so far.
Okay, so you guys are actually in DC, because the website said Virginia, so I was kind of curious about that.
Yes, Virginia is actually considered a tri-state conglomeration here. Northern Virginia specifically is, one of the three pieces that fit D.C., Maryland, and Delaware, so to some extent, part of this big metropolis here.
I see. So now, with there being so many Police tributes out there, does that ever get in the way of you getting gigs, as far as people saying, why should we hire you guys when we got a group right here in town that we can hire to play?
Well, first of all, we're not that expensive. As you can see, we don't spend a lot of money with costumes or plastic surgery or anything like that. So the closest resemblance we have to Sting and the Police are probably maybe the voice if you heard the clips. Try to get the live feel of Sting when he performs. Now I've got a Telecaster bass that's not exactly like what Sting has got, but it's a semblance of what kind of bass he plays. Marvin, my guitarist, plays a Stratocaster. Now we know that Andy Summers played a Telecaster, but he had since the Police got back together, started playing on a Stratocaster as well. Not the same color, but we got a semblance of it. Plus the configuration. We started off as a 3-piece. Really, we still capture that same sound and essence of a live Police gig. And with the addition of the saxophone, we were able to add that extra dimension to be able to perform some of the Sting solo music as well, which is really great. It goes over pretty well.
Now let me ask you, the fact that you guys don't dress the part, so to speak, you're not dressed up exactly trying to clone Sting, his look and everything, do you think that creates less pressure of a band in the sense that you can just get up there and play the tunes and not have to worry about looking the part and everything, and getting everything just so?
Yeah, first of all, we're just a bunch of regular guys playing music part-time, as is the case with with most cover bands and tribute bands. Everybody has a full-time job. Now, if we were to spend, really serious money to kind of imitate how they look and how they talk and how all that good stuff, we'd be charging a lot more bucks for that than forget about your full-time job and do this for a living, right?
Yeah.
So we're a working man's tribute band of the Police. And it doesn't cost like the businesses out here. They'd rather spend so much money just to keep their business going and get a decent live act going. So I think we have what it takes. Quality Sting music and Police music at discount price.
Oh, definitely. I've seen some of the clips on your Facebook page. You guys, the performances are quite decent. And the thing I gotta say to people listening to this, part of a reason I started interviewing guys like you that playing tribute bands, Greg, is because there's this huge misconception people have that, guys that play in tribute bands are failed musicians, they can't make it doing their own thing, and I've seen personally for myself that's just, not the case. So, what's your response to people who got that opinion?
About tribute bands not working?
Well, not necessarily working, but a lot of the general public, there seems to be this misconception that musicians and tribute bands, they're failed musicians, they couldn't make it, doing their own original thing. And I've seen all the hard work that goes into putting on a successful tribute act, even like what you guys do. So, what do you say to the naysayers out there that say, you couldn't make it doing your own original thing?
Oh, yeah, for me, that's an easy question to answer for you. First of all, we're no spring chickens, okay? We're working folks here. I've been working a long time, and so is my other two counterparts, or three other counterparts. Now, if they asked that question to me when I was, say, fresh out of high school or college and starting out in music, and did my best effort to, go the original way, original route, original music, and then it didn't work, then, I can get blamed for that. But now, it's just purely for the love of music. Specifically for this band, it's Police and Sting music. So we're just playing just for the fun of it, really.
And this just you kind of answered this earlier, but in the area you're from, is the tribute scene pretty big like it is out here in Los Angeles?
Well, the music scene out here, they can be pretty big. We've got a lot of big venues out here, like the Jiffy Lube Center and some of the bigger universities or the bigger arena stadiums. But overall, the culture here, the music culture and arts culture in general is really eclectic, and people really appreciate all kinds of art. We got Smithsonian of sports. the Kennedy Center. All these guys that host a variety of different kinds of music is just a melting pot of art from here and abroad. So, I mean, you're not going to get a shortage of any kind of entertainment or music type or tribute band that you desire to see here with business. So, I think it works out. Now, Los Angeles, those bigger areas in New York that have the bigger acts, they can do that. But over here, we kind of tend to support the local artists, such as us.
Yeah, well, the point I was trying to make is even here in Los Angeles, tribute bands have become quite the big business out here, and I mean, so much to the point that a lot of these tribute bands, they're like name acts now. They're selling as many shows, as many tickets to their shows as say like a Faster Pussycat or an LA Guns or one of the national acts that were around in the 80s, heyday, if you know what I mean, that are still out there doing it today. So it's just amazing to me that what big business the tribute scene has become.
Oh yeah, like I said earlier, if we were going to make this our focal point as far as business and main source of income, definitely we just hang up our working shoes and working clothes and just do this full time, invest money on plastic surgery outfits, the exact era. Musical instruments and stuff like that. Yeah, we can go that route. All of us have families. We all got wives and kids.
Yeah.
We're really working class, so we really just enjoy playing music. Now, of course, we're kind of a tribute band because we're specifically just playing police and sing music. But we don't go overboard as far as that and just abandon everything and do this full time.
Yeah.
You just got to be practical about things and how you approach music. And in our case, we just love playing, singing police music. We do this on the side. No effort as far as we're concerned.
Oh, that's great. Now let me ask, because again, looking on your Facebook page when I first contacted you about setting up this interview, it said you guys are police tribute band, and so that's cool. But you also throw in the Sting material as well. Now, is it hard to come up with a balanced set list as far as you kind of do like half a set police and half a set Stinger? How do you guys work that out?
Actually, not that hard. First of all, the police just came out really with just 4 polished studio albums. Yeah. And not even half of each album has produced some hits, trackable hits. So we do the best we can. We ended up with almost like a 60-40 combination. So 60%. Police and 40% or hopefully less of the Sting solo music, which of course he's got like at least 8 albums out now by himself. Yeah. There's a lot to drop them. So, but we'd like to put a heavier emphasis on the police music, capture that essence. Yeah,
because the police are not really they had a reunion tour they did a couple years back, but they're not really out there touring like they used to be back in their heyday. And you got Sting still doing his solo thing, so he's still out there doing that. So I think that kind of makes sense. But as far as the Sting material, do you ever do any of the newer material? Or you kind of try to just stick to the classics?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. We discuss that as a band. So when we try and do the Sting solo material, we were trying to do a what-if scenario. What if Sting and the police were still together and they decided as a group, it's just a 3 of them, to do one of Sting's, solo pieces. This is exactly what it is. If he were to do some of the solo material with the personnel that he had back in the police days. Yeah. And let me tell you, if you listen to 7 Days, which came off of the 10 Seminars Channels album, it's full instrumentation, but we kind of got away with that, right?
Yeah.
Plus, and there's a couple other more from the other solo albums. I think came out really well for a live act. So we're thinking, hey, this is great. So this is exactly in our minds, right? Yeah. How Sting would do it if he kept Stuart Copeland and Andy Summers and then just did his material in the raw form that they had it back in the police.
Now let me ask you, as a police fan, did you ever hear the version of Every Breath You Take that P. Diddy did a couple of years back, where he kind of turned it into a tribute for the other rap guy that Biggie Smalls that was murdered. And I was kind of curious what your thoughts were on that version of the song.
Yes, matter of fact, that's not the only song he used for a tribute of a specific kind. Yeah, and you know, that's a Sting trademark. Is every live performance is a different version of a familiar song that he's recorded. I remember that time right after 9/11, he did Fragile, right? That version dedicated it to the victims of 9/11.
Yeah.
That was a spooky version, but it captured the essence. As a matter of fact, we do that song as well. So it's great that he does that, and that gives us the fact that he does different versions every time he does a live performance of the same song. Gives us as a tribute band kind of a latitude and going a different direction, putting a different flavor in the songs each time he plays live. So I think that's great.
Yeah, I don't know if you understood the question. What I was asking was, this other guy covered the song, P. Diddy, Sean P. Diddy Combs, when this rapper Biggie Smalls was murdered like 5 or 6 years ago, and he kind of redid the lyrics and made a tribute to his friend. That was, I was wondering if you ever got a chance to hear that cover.
That version, the P. Diddy version.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't recall seeing that. What was controversial about it?
Well, it wasn't controversial. It was just he kind of changed the lyrics for the guy that was murdered. It kind of made a tribute to him. It was just a different version, but I thought for what it was pretty cool. I was just wondering if you had a chance to hear it and your thoughts on it.
Well, you know what? Now that you mentioned it, I'm going to watch it. We tried to kind of like do a different Sting version of the same song that he does, but not necessarily by other artists. Now I know other artists have covered Sting and the Police in different forms and fashion, but certainly that's the first time I ever heard about P. Diddy doing a Sting song, and not surprised that he would change the lyrics. Okay, now haven't read of the circumstances around that. Not sure if Sting approved it. Not sure he got some sort of compensation for that.
Oh yeah.
I guess I can't.
No, it's not really controversial. I'm sure if you check on YouTube, there's a video for it you could probably find. But I was just kind of curious about what your thoughts were on that. But in any event, so I imagine when you guys perform that song, that's a real fan favorite. Probably is your encore. That's probably the song you guys end the set with. Am I right?
What song are you referring to?
Every Breath You Take.
Well, no, that's certainly one of the signature songs, but are you familiar with our band name, 1,000 Rainy Days? Do you know where that came from?
No, I have to check that out. I'm not familiar with that.
So, to the question back to you, that's actually a part of the lyrics for every little thing she does is magic. Okay.
Oh, I heard that song. Okay.
Your other clips, remember? You were asking them, okay, how'd you come up with a band name? I'm surprised you didn't ask that first. They usually take a name from one of the albums. Or, something like that. Yeah. But all the other albums that Sting only, or the Police only did like 4 albums.
Yeah.
There's a couple maybe live albums, so there's not a lot of names to pick from.
Yeah.
We decided, okay, we're running out of options here, so let's select from the lyrics then. Phrase. So this came out of Every Little Thing She Does is Magic, the song. So that
okay, yeah, that.
Song.
Well, okay, yeah, I know what song you're talking about now. Yeah, 'cause I hear that. That's another one I hear on the radio all the time. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, because 1,000 Rainy Days. That's kind of that's the lyric, like you said. And most, like you say, most time bands, these tribute bands, they pick like a name of the song, a name of the album, or something. So it's kind of cool that you guys kind of went a different way with that.
Yeah, because like I said, the Police only came out with 4 or 5 or 6 albums total. So every other tribute band, there's certainly more than 6 out there, right? Just in the U.S.
Yeah.
So kind of leaves us with kind of like a really skippy option. So we had to go back and see what Sting liked to read. I kind of researched that. What kind of authors he was following, and where he usually got his inspiration to write his lyrics. And finally we decided, there's a couple of good contenders. 1,000 Rainy Days Reality Black is also another band, but a lyric from that song, and of course the other one, top contender, was Little Black Spot. So we voted for 1,000 Rainy Days, so it had kind of a chill.
I want to tell you
that's cool. Now, let me ask you. You're saying that there's several other police tributes in there. Have you had the chance to check any of them out? Kind of, do you ever kind of go to check out the competition, so to speak?
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, a lot of the bands that I checked out, they do this for a living. So
yeah,
they're polished. They probably went to the studio and spent all these dollars to produce really polished videos that make them sound exactly like the Police, down to the kind of instruments they use. Plus, they got the look as well. Which is fine because these guys are actually playing for bigger arenas, like you mentioned, Los Angeles. There's a couple up in the northern part of the eastern seaboard here. Now, we're just in spite of Washington, D.C. being the hub of this tri-state area, we're still centered around a small town surrounded by bigger municipalities that we're just catering to the normal folk, meaning, small restaurants, small bars, venues, and hopefully we get to, do some tearjerkers for reunion type functions. We can do that too. But yeah, we're just regular guys.
Well, cool. And so, are you guys at the point where you pretty much got these tunes down, or do you still have to rehearse much before you do a show?
Yeah, we have to polish a few things here and there. Now, remember, there's only 3 of us, and a lot of times if they do their recording, talk about the Police, they usually overdub several things, and there's more instruments, and there are more personnel. So what we typically do, especially us, certain songs have keyboards, certain songs have sax.
Yeah.
So we got a sax player, but I also double as a keyboard player too.
Oh wow!
When we perform live, like say, wrapped around your finger is all keyboards. So I do that and play the bass on my left hand on the keyboard, and keys on the right, and sing the lead vocals for that as well. While Marvin does his guitar parts, and Greg on sax does his embellishments on that song. So it's a pretty full song. So we have to practice, since we haven't played certain songs in a while. Another song that has keyboards that I mentioned to you, Fragile. So when Marvin sets off and does his guitar acoustic solo, then there's no guitar sense left, so I have to pick up the slack by playing keys and bass on the keyboards.
Wow. It's
pretty good. It's a pretty cool show.
That's great. Now, do you guys typically, when you do a show, play with other tribute bands, or do you play with just various different types of bands?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we do both. Our first gig out was with actually 2 other tribute bands. There was a Rush tribute band and the Who tribute band, which we played with last year about the same time. And it was in a place called Empire Club.
Okay.
Which used to be the Jack's Club, where a lot of big national acts started years ago. So that was fun because comparing what's this name of the band? In Canada, you get gazillion pieces of drums, and then the Who tribute band. Fooled Again is what they're called, and then us 1,000 Rainy Days. So the drums, significantly shrank as the artists started to take the stage. So it's really cool. It was like a Brit band night. So we enjoyed that one. Now we would play with any other band that would fit, right? Yeah. So not too long ago, we also played with Rolling Stones tribute band called Just Stones, and here in the near future, next month or so, we're going to be playing with another Rush tribute band called No Don't. Not sure exactly what that means, but that's what they are.
Oh, cool.
Our members typically please try and book us with, similar acts, if not tribute. So, yeah.
Because again, doing a police tribute, I think, with the exception maybe obviously you guys can probably open for like a Metallica tribute, but I think you'd work with almost anything. Like you're saying, a Who, a Rush tribute, even a Beatles tribute or something like that. So you kind of have that ability to play with various different types of bands, and I think that that makes for a cool draw when you guys are trying to put a show together.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we try to make it as consistent as possible. As a matter of fact, you brought the Beatles tribute up. Now, of course, there are thousands of tribute bands to the Beatles. There's this one act called Applecore that performed in our area here in the Washington, D.C. area. And in fact, spoke with a guy, and, it just, we talked about collaborating, their Beatles tribute called Applecore and us, Thousand Rainy Days. But it hasn't happened yet, but we're taught to do that, and we're hoping to play with Just Tones again. So I think it's a great thing. So looking forward to that.
Well, Greg, I really enjoyed talking to you today, and maybe we can do it again. But before I let you go, is there anything you'd want to say to all the people out there listening to this?
Sure. First of all, I appreciate you for having this fun. We appreciate the plug, and other people in Los Angeles, when they come out to visit us here in Washington, D.C., to come out and see the Police Tribute Band premiere one here in the Washington, D.C. area. Thousand Rainy Days. Come out and see us. Thanks, Stretch. Okay,
and great. Before I let you go, very last thing I want to ask you is, what is your favorite song that you guys perform in your set?
Right now, it's not actually a police song. It's a state song called "Shape of My Heart." Because we got dynamics, and it's great.
Okay, well, once again, Greg, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to do this today. It's been great talking to you. Just to let you know, the interview will be going up in about a week or so. The minute it goes up, I'll be sure to let you know so everybody can check it out. But please keep in touch, and maybe we can do this again. But I really enjoyed talking to you.
Fantastic. Likewise. Thanks a lot, Jason. I appreciate it.
Okay, take care, my friend. Bye-bye.